Hi, I'm Chris Walker with RIO Products, and today I'd like to introduce our new AVID series of saltwater lines. This series comes in at a very approachable price point, but it offers some of the very highest performance features of our top-end saltwater lines, and that all starts with the material we build these out of. Each of these lines is built with our slick cast coating, which is actually exactly the same coating technology and the same performance you expect out of a top-tier line. And the way we've been able to add these at a lower price point is we're actually reusing coating within our factory. So the coatings that are applied to a top tier $100 plus line are recycled. We then collect those coatings and can apply them to this lower price point tier of lines. So even at that lower price point, you get the same performance in terms of slickness and durability that you expect from the very best. In addition to that material story, we are creating these lines in a couple of our most popular and most effective flats tapers. So the first of those is the Bonefish taper, which is a relatively long head and turns over a fly delicately, which makes it perfectly suited to bone fishing. And this is the same taper you get throughout our product line. So we haven't cut a corner here in terms of making a more simple taper at a lower price point. The second is the AVID Tarpon line. And again, this is the same tarpon taper that exists throughout our product line. This one has about a 40-foot head, which makes it a nice intermediate length and balances the demands of tarpon fishing between carrying long lengths of line for accurate casts and shooting quickly to fish that show up fast or moving quickly on the flats. So clearly there's a couple of features in these that make them perform incredibly well, and they make them a really great value and a nice addition to our product line. One difference between an AVID line and some of those higher cost lines is the total length. And AVID lines come in at about 80 feet, whereas a top tier line is 100. So the majority of casts that happen on the flats and the majority of casts that catch fish on the flats are below 60 feet. So you're really not giving up very much by having an 80-foot line. Advanced casters and better anglers would prefer a 100-foot line in certain scenarios because there are times that you need to reach out and make a 90-foot cast and hit a fish that's further away. So that's one difference between AVID and some of the more expensive lines. Another is core material. So in the AVID series, we're using our standard monofilament core that has gone into saltwater lines for decades. It's really effective, but it doesn't have the low stretch characteristics of direct core, which is present in our Elite series of lines. So those are some of the features of the AVID series. By introducing this series, we're adding a series of lines that has really great performance characteristics at a pretty low price point. And that maintains RIO's commitment to producing a line that performs great for every angler out there. And if you're interested in getting into an entry-level line with top-tier performance, you can check out the AVID Saltwater series online or at your local RIO dealer. Thanks for watching.